What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back here to bring you guys another midweek recap video. So in today's video, we're going to look at some stocks which have announced earnings this week. Obviously, as you can see, we're going to start with GameStop. We're going to look at some stocks to trade for the rest of the week. We're going to look at some plays we took in the Discord, and overall, we're going to look at some stocks which are very oversold right now, which have some great long-term potential. Now, before we do that, I'd just like to say, make sure you guys do drop a thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you're new, and of course, share these videos with your friends. It does take a lot of time to make these videos, and I would definitely appreciate you guys show some support. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So to start off with, GameStop obviously just announced earnings, or they're about to announce earnings, and whoever held GameStop puts is eating very well right now. So the stock was down on the day, but it's just tanked after hours. And it's going to be interesting to see how this one holds up. Now, I actually had some faith, some hope, some expectations of GameStop ahead of earnings, but like I said, I'm not actually sure if the earnings has been announced yet or not. I don't think so, but yeah, after the stock has had such a crazy year, you guys probably knew that earnings are probably going to do something which we didn't expect, and that's kind of what has happened here. So obviously last month we hit around $247, and now we're back down to $165. But I don't think this drop off is really gonna change anything. And as you can see, like I said, GameStop was already starting to rebound. It's kind of bounced and bounced around 164.99, and it's already back up to 168.40. So it's kind of just interesting to see these kind of meme stocks, seeing what they do. And speaking of meme stocks, let's look at BlackBerry, because this might play off the GameStop earnings. So actually, it's not really played off the GameStop earnings like I thought. Maybe something like KOSS has. We'll see. I don't think so. But GameStop is the one that was announcing earnings. So yeah, no, the others haven't really. Well, this is kind of strange, but the others really haven't played off GameStop earnings. And of course, you have AMC as well, but we're not going to look into that one today. Next up, let's have a look at DOCU, because they announced earnings last week, and this week it has rebounded after the crazy sell-off last week. So it was up over 10% on the day, almost 11% on the day. And look, this is the drop from earnings. From here to here was the drop from earnings, but it has rebounded very well. So since its lows of around $131 last week, is rallied about $22 to $153 right now. I think long term this is a good play. Honestly, buying and holding shares of this, I would definitely be looking at it. Same goes for PayPal actually. Symbol PYPL. Check PayPal today. It has been monstrous. PayPal has been one of those oversold stocks. See how it hit 215 last month, but not even that. Zoom out a little bit more. It was just 286 a couple months ago. So obviously today it's rallied about 3.3%. And I told you the $190 level was the level we needed to break to start rallying again. It's broken that, and now it's uptrending again. So PayPal is definitely one you want to watch for this week. See if we can get to $200 by Friday. Next, I'm going to go with two stocks I had on my watch list this week in the Discord. By the way, make sure you guys go check out the Discord. Link is in the description below. AMD, I had $145 calls for Friday, which has already been hit, of course. See, from $136 all the way up to $145 within a couple of days. But I would definitely start looking at AMD for call options up to around $150 by next week, Friday, December 17th, if not by the end of the month. Also, AFRM, ticker symbol AFRM. So AFRM, we were looking at this stock in the Discord when it was around $106. So Monday it opened and tanked all the way down to $98, below $100. Since then, it's rallied about $30 upwards and just been monstrous. Just check this amazing run all the way up to $127 now. So the play here is $130 calls for December 17th. But if you're feeling a little bit more risky, you might want to try your luck at $130 calls for December 10th, this Friday. Not advising anything, but I'm just saying this is some place to look out for. But please be aware that we have been looking at this since about $106, so it's already ran up quite a lot. Next up, I'm going to look at Alibaba, because we have traded the put on this all the way down to $110, which was last Friday. And now I think it might be time to start rallying up towards $133. So this is the levels we played it to with the puts. So if we zoom out a little bit, so we played it all the way down to $110 last week, but now it's got a nice run up back up to around $133. So we bounced 110, just as expected last week. and since then we've been riding upwards. Now the level to look out for is $130 calls until around $130 calls for, I say, middle of the month. You probably want to swing this, but you might not be able to swing the contracts until they're in the money. See how it hit highs of 126.82 today. But I would definitely say watch out, because if it starts downtrending again, it might be time to look at the puts on this one. Next up, I'm going to go with a stock which announced earnings after hours yesterday, and that is ChargePoint, one we traded in the Discord today. So it sold off heavily yesterday. And so for ChargePoint, I'm actually going to go to ChatterQuant now. For the last 4 stocks we look at, I'm going to go to ChatterQuant. 4 or 5 stocks, to be honest. So let's have a look. Okay, we're going to touch on a couple of these stocks after, but yeah, let's go check out the charts. Remember, if you want to join ChatterQuant, there's a link in the description as well which says ChatterQuant, my trading tool. You guys can go and use that and sign up with that link. So let me see. We want to look at ChargePoint right after the earnings they announced yesterday. So earnings actually wasn't that bad, but the stock still sold off. And if you follow me on social media, I talked about the puts from Friday until this week in anticipation of the earnings, and those did very well. So check out ChargePoint. Now, we played this on the way down, and we're also playing this on the way up. So this was a drop from earnings until now, and now we're playing it on the way up because first thing this morning, if you were in the Discord, you would have seen I sent out a call for $20 calls for ChargePoint expiring this Friday. Now those calls were around 65 cents premium, but obviously they ran up today and they doubled our money. So that was really nice to see. Something that, is not very common, seeing such a quick swing trade go in the money and obviously doubling your money on the same day. But I think ChargePoint isn't done yet. You probably want to just let it cool off a little bit, maybe trend back to around, well, the level it's at right now, $20.98. And let's just have a look at this. I think just going to change to 15-minute candles here. Just check this out. Look at this nice green candle towards the end of the day. The levels to watch out for here, $20 and around 98 cents, so around $21. You don't want the ChargePoint to fall below that, because I think then it might start consolidating and maybe downtrend again. But up, we're going to play this on the way up. We're going to play this on the way up. We've already started playing it, and we've made a home run of it in a day, but there's still plenty of room for recovery, plenty of money to be made with this. 2 other stocks which announced earnings after hours yesterday, we can briefly touch on. First, SFIX. So, SFIX. Check the drop yesterday. From there, $25.63 all the way down to $17 today. I think it's about 22% drop, and it started to uptrend throughout the rest of the day. And then we can have a look at Dave & Buster's, ticker symbol PLAY. They announced earnings yesterday, and as you guys know, earnings is a risky time to play a stock, but this one actually rallied after earnings. So check this out. So this was yesterday, it closed somewhere around here, $30 I guess, then jumped up to $36 within the first few minutes of market open today. That's why earnings is it's a gamble, let's be honest. Earnings is a gamble. But if you check the 15-minute candles of this, you can see kind of how it panned out throughout today. Check the 1-day chart. So it jumped up and then it kind of just stayed up there throughout the whole day, consolidated between the $35.20 and the $36.50 mark. Lastly, let's look at this amazing stock, Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. Apple had a marvelous day, absolutely marvelous day. Check the 15-minute candles on the daily chart, on the 1-day chart, 15-minute candles. Look at Apple go. It had a great day. Finished around $175 and it's at all-time highs currently. I think it pulled back slightly after hours. And Apple, for me personally, look, let's zoom out. It's not something I would personally touch right now. You might be able to scalp it, make some money off puts, calls, depending on how you want to trade it. Let's see it I'd say if you want to look at Apple right now, you want to make a trade of Apple, I'd say look at puts to around $170 before it rises again. So the previous all-time high was $170 before it pulled back. Look for something similar before it rises again. And let's go back to ChatterQuant just to see what people are talking about and see what they're saying about Apple. Remember, you can get this tool, links in the description below. So Apple's the yellow stock here. Yeah, Apple was definitely on people's radar today. GameStop as well. But yeah, here's Apple, social stock of the day on Twitter. What's the sentiment like? More bullish sentiment right now, positive sentiment than negative. Let's see if we see the options flows. Maybe we can find something for Apple. This is kind of how you can just use ChatterQuant just to kind of back up your trades. And you can also see other stocks like Roku here, which had a great day. Yeah. Snap also had a great day. It's in here too. Okay, I'm not seeing anything for Apple. But I'm still pretty confident that if you want to trade Apple, you can just look for a pullback. There you go. Here's some calls for Apple. 23 December, $185 strike price. So that might be something you want to look into. Roku, people are looking at puts after Roku had a monstrous day today. Actually, I'll just show you guys Roku and also just kind of let you guys know what you could do with Roku. I would definitely look at buying and holding Roku long term at these levels. Yeah, got at 18% today, $40 gain. You can look at 260 calls for next week. They're slightly out of the money, but I would personally just buy and hold this. If you want to trade call options, wait for a pullback with it. I'm happy that it's finally making this recovery. Just check. Earlier this year, Roku was at $479 back in July. But that is mainly it for today's video. Lastly, I just want to finish off with Chewy. Chewy announced earnings tomorrow, and I'm looking for a big drop with Chewy, a big drop, similar to DocuSign's drop last week. So it's looking pretty weak right now, and it's been on a bad run. So expect a big drop tomorrow. That's going to be a put lotto for me, looking at puts for a lotto. But overall, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. As always, make sure you guys show some support, share these videos, make sure you guys like the video, comment on the video. Let me know any of your thoughts as always. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys check out the stock option starter pack. The link is in the description below. It's that first link in the description. It's a $99 one-time payment. You get access to all the 10 different videos which explain the ins and outs of options. And you guys already know. Check out the Discord. That's where all the plays are posted. All the different call options, put options, different plays, different articles, all of that is posted in the Discord. So make sure you guys go and check that out. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. That's it from me. I've got money to making. You got money to making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.
Game over.